Welcome to Season 8 of the Finding Peace podcast. This season is focused on practical, trauma-informed tools you can use in everyday life. When emotions run high, relationships feel heavy, or your nervous system needs support. Short episodes designed to help you find more peace, joy, and connection, one moment at a time. Please welcome the host of the Finding Peace podcast, best-selling author, psychotherapist, and speaker, Troy L. Love.
Have you ever gone to bed completely exhausted, only to lie there staring at the ceiling? Or maybe you fall asleep just fine, but like me, you wake up 2 or 3 hours later and you are wide awake, with your mind running all over the place. You replay conversations, you worry about tomorrow, you think about everything that you should have done differently yesterday. Or maybe you have vivid dreams that leave you waking up already tense before the day has begun. If you're like me, I wonder, why in the world can I not sleep? Which is a very strange thing to say to somebody who has narcolepsy and can fall asleep like that. And yet, I will wake up, and it's really annoying. I want you to hear something today that might bring a little compassion. And maybe I'm recording this podcast episode for myself. Sleep problems are not a willpower problem. It's a safety problem. Our body isn't trying to keep us awake because it's broken. It's keeping me and us awake because somewhere deep inside, it doesn't yet believe it's safe enough to completely let go. Today, I want to talk about why trauma affects sleep and what we can do to help our nervous system be able to find bedtime safe. I have had multiple clients who really dread going to bed. I have one in particular that I worked with several years ago. During the day, he functioned surprisingly well. He went to work, he exercised, he laughed with his friends. Most people would never guess how much he struggled, but every night, as bedtime approached, anxiety started to creep in. He would check the locks, then check them again. He'd scroll on his phone because he didn't want to lie in bed with his thoughts. When he finally turned off the light, he would lie perfectly still, almost waiting for something bad to happen. His body wasn't resting. It was standing guard. And then he said to me, "I am so exhausted. Why won't my brain shut down?" And I wanted to say, "I'm right there with you, brother. Right there with you." What I asked, however, or how I responded was, what if your brain isn't refusing to sleep? What if it's trying to protect you? And he stared at me because no one had ever suggested that his sleeplessness wasn't an enemy. That conversation completely changed the way he approached bedtime. Instead of fighting his nervous system every night, he began partnering with it. And little by little, his sleep improved. Not because he forced it, but because his body slowly learned that nighttime could become a place of safety instead of vigilance. Think about what sleep requires. It requires something incredibly vulnerable. Every night, we willingly surrender consciousness. We become less aware of our surroundings, less able to defend ourselves, less able to respond quickly. From a nervous system perspective, sleep is an enormous act of trust. And so, if our lives have taught our bodies that danger can appear unexpectedly, if we've experienced abuse, neglect, rejection, betrayal, combat, trauma, chronic unpredictability, or just years and years of constant stress, our nervous system may hesitate before letting go. Not because it's malfunctioning, but because it's actually functioning the way it's supposed to, maybe a little bit more intensely than we need it to. hypervigilance doesn't clock out just because the lights go off. In fact, sometimes bedtime is when hypervigilance becomes the loudest. You might have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. You might wake repeatedly through the night just to scan your environment. Some people experience vivid dreams or nightmares. Others wake up already tense before they even open their eyes. Some people avoid going to bed altogether because quiet allows emotions they've been holding back all day to finally show up. Others stay up watching television, scrolling social media, working, even though they're really tired. But they do it because slowing down feels more threatening than staying busy. These are not signs of weakness. These are often signs that our nervous system is trying to stay prepared. One of the ideas that Finding Peace presents is our nervous system is asking a question all the time. Am I safe? It's not asking, am I comfortable? Am I being productive? Did I sleep well last night? Those are other questions that other parts of our body and our brain ask. But what our nervous system is asking is, am I safe? And if the answer does not suddenly show up as yes, you're safe, if the answer feels uncertain, that's going to affect the way we sleep. Which means improving sleep often isn't about forcing unconsciousness. It's about increasing the experience of safety. There are 3 things that help the nervous system prepare for sleep. First, predictability. Our brain loves patterns, especially wounded nervous systems. When our bedtime changes dramatically every night, when our evening is full of stimulation, when one night we're working until midnight and the next I'm in bed at 9, our body then has a harder time knowing what's coming. So having a consistent bedtime routine is a way to signal to our nervous system that we're doing the same thing we did yesterday. It's safe. It's okay. Which means predictability reduces uncertainty, and uncertainty fuels vigilance, which is not what we're wanting to have when we're trying to go to sleep. The second thing that helps is warmth. There's something profoundly regulating about warmth. A warm shower, a cup of herbal tea, a cozy blanket, soft pajamas, dim lights instead of bright overhead lights. Even emotional warmth matters. Reading something comforting, talking with someone who feels safe, petting your dog or your cat, holding your partner's hand. Warmth tells the nervous system we don't have to be prepared to run or fight right now. Third, gentle transitions. Many of us expect our nervous system to go from 60 miles an hour straight to sleep. Imagine sprinting across a parking lot and then expecting your heart rate to instantly return back to normal. It doesn't work like that. Your nervous system also needs transitions. Maybe that's 10 minutes of reading, gentle stretching, using prayer or meditation, breath work, listening to calming music, putting your phone away an hour beforehand, journaling tomorrow's worries on a paper instead of carrying them into bed. The goal isn't to force yourself to go to sleep. It's to help your nervous system gradually shift gears. Let me tell you what usually doesn't help. We often become angry with ourselves. Why can't I sleep? Oh, I'm so tired. What's wrong with me? I woke up again at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to sleep. If I don't fall asleep right now, tomorrow's gonna suck. Ironically, pressure creates more activation. Trying harder to sleep often keeps us awake longer. So maybe we can say, what might my nervous system be protecting me from right now? And what might I need right now to help me feel safe so I can relax? That question moves us from frustration to curiosity. So tonight, if you're like me and sleep is challenging, I want you to try something different. As you get into bed, notice your surroundings. Notice the softness beneath your body. Notice the temperature of the room. Notice your breathing. And then remind yourself, in this moment, I'm here. I'm safe. I don't have to do anything for the next little while. There's no pressure. There's no tasks. There's no to-do lists. And if sleep comes, oh, wouldn't that be wonderful? And if it doesn't, we're still practicing safety, and that's valuable too, because the goal isn't to sleep perfectly. The goal is to help our body trust bedtime a little bit more than it did yesterday. Now, there are several articles that you can go read about sleep hygiene, and they're all great. The point is, sleep isn't something we can force. It's something we surrender into, and surrender requires trust. Our nervous system has spent years learning how to protect us. So we need to be patient as our nervous system learns something new. Because rest doesn't happen when we overpower the body. It happens when the body finally believes it can let its guard down. Rest happens when the body trusts the dark. Remember, you are enough. You matter. You are worthy of a good night's sleep, and you are definitely worthy of love and belonging.
You've been listening to the Finding Peace podcast. Special thanks to Intrex for providing the theme music for this season and helping set the tone for reflection, grounding, and hope. If this episode supported you, please like, subscribe, and share the Finding Peace podcast. Your support helps these practical, trauma-informed tools reach more people who are seeking peace, clarity, and connection. To explore more resources, workshops, and upcoming events, visit findingpeaceconsulting.com. The Finding Peace podcast is hosted by best-selling author, psychotherapist, and speaker Troy L. Love. Until next time, remember, you are worthy of love and belonging.